The county of authoritative now. Ugandan police fired live bullets and tear gas Wednesday to break up a crowd of demonstrators who had gathered to protest a controversial tax on the use of social media. Since the beginning of the month, access to social media such as WhatsApp, Facebook and Twitter, as well as dating sites like Tinder, have been blocked unless users pay a 200 shilling daily tax to access such platforms. Joseph Sabiti, our reporter from our partner station NBS Uganda, now joins us live from Kampala, Uganda, with more details about the controversy surrounding the social media tax. Joseph, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Let's begin with yesterday. How effective were these protests?
Well, yesterday was a day of running battles between the police and a number of members of parliament, musicians and journalists who took to the streets to express their disgust with the social media tax. But also, Akisa, the more biting one is not actually the social media tax. It's the process introduced by the Ministry of Finance in which a single transaction on what would be the equivalent of M-Pesa in Kenya is actually taxed 4 times. When you receive the money, when you deposit money on your phone, it is taxed. You send it to another person, it is taxed. The person who receives it is taxed, and upon withdrawal, the money is also taxed. And I think that's the more biting aspect of this legislation. But if I can quickly indulge one of the members of Parliament, Akisa, who was behind the demonstrations yesterday, the Honorable Gerard Karohanga. Very good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us on KTN News. What would you say was achieved in yesterday's demonstration?
Yeah, the explanation that Ugandans have been making basically is to say this is a wrong, unfortunate, ridiculous tax. It has been on for a while now that, you know, many times when people come out and say this is unfortunate, this is wrong, government doesn't take them really serious. So the demonstration was an expression in a more vehement way to say, look, this tax is extortive. You can't tax a person 4 times for one transaction.
Okay. But then the question people across East Africa are asking is, how did such a law pass through Parliament? The appropriation powers lie squarely with the legislature.
It is true Parliament makes laws, including taxation laws. The unfortunate bit is that the majority of the members, the supermajority, are from the ruling party. And so many times when we reach out to them and we try to persuade them, for them they take it for granted that largely what is passed, what is what the regime has passed, what the central government, the ruling party wants, is what they should pass. And that has gone greatly to not only undermining the independence of Parliament, but also the real mandate that we derive from the people when they elect us.
Okay. Final question. The last time we talked, you were organizing for a recall of Parliament. Parliament is now in session. What have you been able to do in attempts to reverse that legislation?
Firstly, the Speaker was very strong and clear that, one, the Minister of Finance has to apologize to Parliament and Ugandans that indeed they brought here the law as it was passed, not that the Parliament increased it from 0.5% to 1%. So that was the minister's unfortunate comments, and so he has come here and apologized. 2, that the government has come up with a way and explained to Parliament and Ugandans how they're going to reverse this very unfortunate law. Okay. So they have to come up with proposals, or else we come up with private members' bills or a bill, and that should sort them out.
Okay. Finally, before I let you go, Honorable Karuhanga, amidst this strong debate, amidst the frustration from the public, the President wrote to the Ministry of Finance directing that each MP be given a patrol car with security personnel from the Army. Will you take that security detail?
Firstly, I will not take any vehicle or guards from government. I don't need them, and I believe it's a wastage of public resources. If you need to secure Uganda, you invest in intelligence, you invest in security. If there are criminals out there, as we've seen, who are killing Ugandans, investigate, spend resources on investigations, on establishing and empowering intelligence. Okay. Don't waste public resources on if you guard members of parliament, so do you secure the entire country? So this is a very ridiculous approach, and we think government needs to rethink.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll let you go to continue with work. Gerard Karuhanga Kisawandera is a member of parliament, but also the vice chairman of the Public Accounts Committee of the Parliament of Uganda. And as we speak now, the president has written to the Minister of Finance asking that armored vehicles be procured for each member of parliament, and each MP in Uganda in the next couple of days is going to be escorted by members of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, the armed forces of this country. Akisa.
Joseph, thank you for those updates on the latest happenings in Uganda. Joseph Sabiti is our reporter with the NBS Uganda partner station here at KTN News, joining us live.